What's going on, guys? It's Jose with Jose's Mobile Auto Glass. Today, this video is going to be a 2018 Mercedes GLE350, part number FW4482. As always, guys, let the video play a few minutes before you get started, or watch it on your way to the job in case you are curious on how to do this windshield replacement. Overall, super easy windshield, but I do recommend just taking your time on it and just making sure you're switching out gloves as much as I did, just to be safe that you don't get something dirty. Something I was gonna note, I can't remember on top of my head, but make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel, please, because it does help me motivate me to upload more videos, and it does help the channel get more exposure. Besides that, guys, again, hopefully this video does help you out. Overall, super easy job. If the windshield wasn't heated though, guys, I think I would have just popped off the cowl and kind of just set the glass and then kind of just put the cowl back and lock it in place. It's going to be a different technique than what it is when it's considered tucking with the windshield. This is not considered tucking. But other than that, guys, enjoy the video. Hopefully this helps you guys out. What's going on YouTube? It's Jose with Jose's Mobile Glass. We're doing a 2018 Mercedes. Oh wait, let me see what model it is. We'll just get these models. I think it's a GL. It's going to be a GLE350. Let's go ahead and get started on this one. It's a Saturday, beautiful day. Glass in the shade. I prefer having glass in the shade than in the sun. Depends what the weather is like. If it's a hot summer day, I like to keep it in the shade. We're going to go ahead and start with the wipers first. Take off the little covers with my hand if possible. If not, I'll grab a pig's foot. Let me try this one. These can be a little stubborn. There's one. I always like to set anything I take off like somewhere accessible. So I'm gonna put it right there or in my pocket. Typically I will put it in my pocket if it's reachable. Grab a pig's foot. What I'll do is take this off. Take off the covers, 3 covers, because it is the passenger wiper blade is dual armed. So now what we're gonna grab is a 16 millimeter. Which should be a 16 millimeter Mercedes. There we go. Loosen it. Do it from the back. There we go. Yep, it is 16. A little tap. Twist it with my hand. Again, I'm gonna make sure I get a really good angle here, guys. I'm gonna loosen it here with my hand now. There's one. Set them all here. All right, next one is the same thing. I think it's gonna be a. Now there we go. Remove one. I usually just loosen them with my ratchet. Go there, and I'll just use both hands here. Depending on the day and the temperature, guys, you might want to use a wiper puller. If it's cold outside, you may want to use a wiper puller. 2 nuts here, 2. The nuts are identical, so there's no difference there. Now what I'm gonna do is push the joint. I always push the joint and I'll kind of pull it too. I'll give it a little pull and a little push. Be careful on certain vehicles when doing it. It's already loosened. There we go. So we're gonna set her in here somewhere where it won't hurt any lines or anything. Now with the double joint, I kind of, there we go. I'll kind of just give it a little fist bump there. All right, now that we have the wipers off, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the zipper cowl off. I'll move this over here, set the wiper there. I'm gonna grab a fiber tool. So what I always do, guys, is kind of look for the side, but I'm gonna start off with the side moldings first here. These side moldings are super easy to remove. Probably one of my favorite moldings to remove. Let me see where I want to start from. Sometimes you can start from the middle. Just be cautious, of course, as always. There we go. So you can actually start from the middle. Once you get started, you can honestly just run your finger through there. There we go, it comes right off. You do have a little locking notch, so do not start at the top, or you'll break the little locking notch, which helps it stay in place. I'll align it. So we go there, set those on top. Now that while we're here, actually, grab the corner. Sometimes you can actually pull it up with your finger, but I'll stick my hand in here. Make sure you guys can see how I do this. There we go, stick the fiber stick. You can use your pig's foot, just be gentle. So there we go. Alrighty, now be careful not to bend this lip, the little lip right here. Do not bend it too much, or it's going to give you a struggle there. So what I like to do is kind of do like in the edge right there and push it in. All right, let's keep going. Same thing over here. I'm gonna actually do it from toward the end here. Stick it in here. There we go. And kind of just here, wiggle it. There we go. Careful with the little rubber. Okay, slide it out. Wiggle her out, wiggle her out. There it is. See, we saved both. Bless you, bless you. There we go. Get that. Same thing over here, but since we already have it loose right there, just stick your pig's foot here. I mean, poke your fiber tool. Or if you want, just start from over here, because it can be, oh, like that just came right out. There we go. Same thing. Again, just be gentle. Here we go. We have the whole zipper cowl loose. Now, because these cowls are so easy, I'm just going to go ahead and just remove the whole cowl. If it lets me, I'll see how much of it is in depth here. So this mold, this is a gas, what do you call this? Molding? Molding. Kind of just wiggle it off. Gently, gently. Take off your ratchet, put it somewhere safe, because you're going to use it again. There we go. Remove this little panel. You have a torque 30 right there. And then you have a lift it up, kind of just goes angled. Goes angled in there and it goes down. You'll see when we put it back. Let's grab our torques. Torque, there should be a torque 30 or 25. This is a torque 25. I'll let it slide. Put your thumb on it. You're kind of pinch it because you don't want to lose this. And then that's why I said these magnetic tips are really good. Same thing. Set her here. Move this side. Passenger one. Oops, sorry. Sorry guys. Passenger side, same thing, pinch it so you don't drop it, lose it. If you lose it, not the end of the world, but you're gonna have to find a replacement. All right, now we're gonna kind of wiggle her up. Now these are attached here, so what I'm gonna do is on this one, kind of lift this up right here, go up, wiggle that out, set that there. See if we have the same thing over here, and we do not. Be cautious with the line. Oh, we actually have another one there, my bad. It's like right where the shade is. We actually have 3 torques. 25, that's why it wouldn't move. Remember to pinch it while you unscrew it so you don't drop it. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna kind of like bend it just a little bit without hurting it. There. I'm gonna set this right here where it's safe, okay? All right, a little out of breath there. What I'm gonna do is set the, let me see what'd be better. I think what I might do is set the pig's foot here and kind of drop the hood so it doesn't completely close on the well, it won't even close all the way, so we'll just leave it like that. So now I have perfect access to the bottom, the whole bottom, and to the electric the heating element that's there. So, which is something I did not see there really right away. I don't know how. Let me grab my pig's foot. For some reason the grill, no, the grill's already broken. I could feel the grill. It's like she was in a little front end damage there. All right, then we pinch it. Now we have it disconnected. So you do have to take the cowl off on this one to take off the heating element. Let's drop the hood again. There we go. All right, we need our water for our express tool. So, but before that, I'm gonna change my gloves because I am gonna go inside and take off the rear mirror cover and assembly. I've been going through a lot of gloves. I've been doing the glove stuff a lot more now, guys, just because I go out a little bit. I've been going out and nobody likes dirty hands, so we'll take care of that. Let's see if I can make a, I'm gonna start doing shorts from the whole windshield replacement, guys, just to see if I can do stuff there. We got the water we came for, and that should be everything we need. He's prepping the glass with primer. Again, the urethane already comes prime. It's prime urethane, but adding a little extra layer of urethane won't hurt. I have my 2 god dang, I don't know what they're called. Someone told me in the YouTube channel what they're called before, but I don't know what they're called anymore. I'm gonna set these tools right here on the side for when I get ready. Now I'm gonna go in here and start taking off the cover. So as y'all can see, we have a big assembly here. So let's start with I should have grabbed the fiber tool. Sometimes I like to just kind of feel it. There we go. So I can sometimes like just do it with my hands. There we go. Pop it, pop it. What I'm gonna do is pop the whole thing first with my hands. And now here comes the tricky part. These right here have a little clip in here where you have to kind of push it in and then you can pop it out place, okay? And then, but you have to make sure you push it. There we go. So this goes, if you guys can see right here, you have to push these inward to let that base go. But it's better to drop the base plate so that way you can have access to it, so you can push it in with your finger. Again, I'm doing this by hand. Remove the rearview mirror up. Now you have that to slide it, put it somewhere safe. Put it right here because I don't step there. I'm gonna leave this dangling. Now this rearview mirror is a twist on. Just theoretically I should be able to twist on. I might have to wait on that. Now we have the cameras here. I might have to grab a pig's foot. I was trying to do this by hand. Actually, I'm gonna use the cold knife. I'm gonna use this cold knife blade because I can get in here. You gotta push this a little bit. Gotta get behind in there, wiggle it. Don't press it too hard. Take your time, no one's rushing you. There we go. There's one. Here's two. So there's two. We're gonna kind of wiggle it down. Now this is the rain sensor. So I'm gonna try and just be gentle with it. There we go. Now the gel pad's right there, so don't make sure that it comes off with it. So we have that together. It's gonna dangle there. I'm gonna kind of keep in mind with this. Now with this, I'm gonna kind of slide it up. I'm gonna try and keep that cold blade in my hand. I need a pig's foot. I don't know why I was gonna set that there. Oh, here it is. Pig's foot. Let's go to this side. Actually, no, I gotta go driver's side. I'm kind of rushing because I want to make the 3-minute YouTube short for this on how to remove the rearview mirror cover. So then we go here, push it. There we go. Now you're gonna slide her out. There we go. Set this right here safe. Now you have a little connector right here in the middle. There you see, we push it. Now we have it, and that's how you take it apart. We are going to remove the rearview mirror.
Can I make an appointment?
And I'm going to grab our yellow mechanical pliers, is what I call them. And set, oh, sorry guys. So here, we're going to bite it and then just kind of twist it. Okay, make sure you do it on the black part. This is going to be very stiff, guys. What I don't want to do is I don't want to break the plastic. There we go. And that's how you remove the whole rearview mirror assembly, guys. And let's keep it going. Alrighty, now it's cold knife her out. I am going to cold knife it because I do have plenty of room to cold knife it. I think the customer account wanted to speak to me, but I'm not sure what. Anytime you have a little bit of excess glue, with the same cold knife, I'll just run it like this. Oh, run it like this and go. And twist it around again. Go down here. As slow as I can, right there, that's fine. Now, I'm gonna go like this. Twist her around. I really like this tool. My technicians do not like this tool. Now we're going to use a little body force. Again, use body weight. Do not use your muscles to actually push it because you're overworking. You kind of just want to use your body weight. When you get close to the top, just little by little. There we go. See how you jumped? So you don't want to fly. You'll leave Nike symbols all over the place. And that's no bueno. All right. As always, guys, I never put my foot inside. I always put my foot on the door hinge as leverage. The door hinge is a stud that is part of the frame there that really helps you kind of stay balanced and adds a little bit of extra force or leverage for you. So same thing here. Again, too slow. Take your time. Mercedes are actually one of my favorite vehicles to do when they're not convertibles or something weird. Again, when I pull, I kind of pull it and then just go like this. I'm gonna push it out that way. There we go. Making sure the angle's good. Now, if they have an oil sticker, go ahead and hit that oil sticker. So I put it on the steering wheel. Make sure it doesn't get lost. All right, that's the express tool at the bottom. Some nice water. Light water, not a whole lot. You don't want to short circuit something because you're bathing the inside of the car. Okay, protector if you feel like you need it, but again, I always put mine on lock, so I don't ever unlock it until once I'm in there. I always angle the blade upward, drag it against the old glass, go in there, and there we go. All right. And I just kind of want to test it to make sure you're out, so we need to go a little bit higher. Now the reason it smokes is because there's no water there. I didn't put any water. You can use glass cleaner there, but and the cool thing is about this Benz is that the bead is right on top of the zipper cowl, so you'll be fine. And I always like to make sure how loose I am, so we're not there yet. Now I usually go up to right there, about 40% to where the light sensor is, just to be safe. Again, keep cautious with what your customer has. Don't do any excessive things that you don't need to do. Open the door, same thing as over here. Kind of water it. There we go. Now, because I'm already express tooling, I'm just going to go ahead and express tool the bottom so I know when I'm done with this tool. Actually, I'm going to start over here in the corner, unlock it. Now I'm going to kind of crouch in here on the side of the seat just so I can get a better angle. Now, because I feel like I may need a little bit more water, I may actually go over here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Lock it. Anytime you stop, anytime you pull it away, make it a habit to lock this tool, because imagine if you're going like this and you accidentally press the trigger. It's no bueno for you. Again, point always up on the glass. Never try to just go straight in there. I always go straight up on the glass and go like that. Minimizes the chances of damaging anything. I'm gonna go more over here. Now we should be good there. I may need a little bit more toward the driver's side, but once I lift it up, I'll be able to hit it a little bit differently. Now what I'm gonna do is pull this. My gloves. There we go. Okay, let's go. Cold knife. Again, this hinge is your good friend, but when you're pulling, I want to fall back into the door. Now look, this is a very crucial point when you're close to the edge. So what I'm gonna do is put my forearm here and kind of just go inch by inch, because I can't pull any farther than that. That minimizes the chance of me. And typically what you want to do is kind of push. You don't really want to pull, end on a pull, because you can fly. But the fact that I'm resting my forearm here, it means I can't go, there's very limit. I can only like go like almost, there we go. I can only go like half an inch. So just little tricks that help you learn. Now here, I'm gonna set this here. I'm gonna kind of push myself on the door side, lean. Now I'm gonna lean again on the door. We're gonna keep cutting. Now the same thing goes here. Just because you're pushing down and this is rubber, you still want to catch it. So what I'm gonna do is kind of like, kind of just do little pushes, like little jumps, and there we go. So we technically have it all out. These corners are kind of deep, so we might have to hit it with a longer cold knife. But we're done with the express tool, at least on this side, so I'm gonna move it back to the driver's side. What sucks about the summer is the GoPro makes me sweat. Actually, let me set it here to be safe. Got sweat in my eye. Now we're gonna grab the long inch and the was it inch and a half, I think. Same thing as before. Set it there. Now we're gonna just kind of There we go. We should be loose there, but there's a little bit of excess over here, so we're just going to push it through as far as we can. There we go. Now theoretically, I'm going to hold it. We are good there. I'm going to lift this up a little bit so y'all can see right when I'm doing it. Same thing here. Again, because it's all loose, you will fly. So same thing. Forearm. Here. There. You kind of want to like put it to your, like, the first bend of your fingers or middle creases, and then kind of just pull it. See? That's how I avoid flying with the knife sometimes. Okay, we lift it up. We should be out. Cool. And we should be able to get it out. Now we're gonna check, make sure we don't need any more on the driver's side where we left.
Are you guys family owned?
Yeah, I'm the owner.
Oh, were you the one I was talking to before?
No, that was probably him. I don't remember booking this one.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
He booked it, and yeah, so we're not.
You guys have some really good reviews.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we make sure we take care of our customers.
I had another guy, I can't remember what, like, he was recommended by someone. And then, like, he would, like, he set it up, but then he never, like, got back in contact with me.
Yeah, a lot of times I hear that so many from different companies that they'll like schedule and then it just goes for a little bit, and they randomly try to reschedule with you.
That's what he did. Like, he called me 4 days ago. He's like, hey, I have your part ordered. I'm like, buddy, I have somebody else coming out. He's like,
can you lift up the passenger side?
I've been trying to get in touch with him for like a month.
There we go. Thank you. We're having him lift up the glass so I can get more access there, and now we're just going to cut it out. Are we out? You feel it? I'm gonna see if we're out with him. We're gonna help him. Oh no, we got plenty of water. I still need a little bit more, so hold it up again toward the middle, as far as your arm can reach, in the middle. And then we're gonna go again. Make sure you're locked. We're gonna hit that space where right here. There we go. He was able to slide it down there, and it went through. Let's go ahead and help him grab the glass, because it kind of got stuck in there. So what we're gonna do is lift it up, get that glass out. And guys, we have removed that windshield. We're gonna go back to angling the camera a little low here, so y'all can kind of get a little better angle there. All right, now we're gonna scrape off the old urethane, prep her up, take a look and make sure it was the original glass. I did see the, oh yeah, I think he dropped it. No, I just heard the creasing. So I'm gonna set this right here. This was from the old windshield right here. So the old heating element, we're gonna throw it into the bag. So see, you got a good little, say an inch maybe, inch and a quarter maybe of urethane, about 1.5 inches down here at the bottom. So the bottom you definitely want to hit with your equalizer SC170. But up here, because the headlight, because the side moldings are so close to there, I typically will not touch it there. So yeah, but be very careful, guys. As you guys can see, it did kind of de-thread there a little bit with the side molding there, but nothing too crazy there. So now what we're gonna do is, again, bending it back helps create leverage on it. And again, you always want to kind of push as far as you can right there. I want to lean this right here so it's not dangling here, and it might be hitting stuff around over here. Now when I pull, I'm pulling, but I'm also kind of angling down, so if I fly, I hit here. So we're gonna go, but I'm gonna wiggle. Wiggling helps a lot, and also bending. And keeping your tool sharp, so you're gonna have to prime here, because look at this. I'm not even cutting, it's just kind of, so. You want to pull a little bit to also kind of test the old primer. There we go, we're going. And I'm gonna make a little pile. I'm not just throwing it on the ground, I actually make a pile where I want it. See, this is body filler right here, guys, so be careful when you're going too deep in there. So I'm gonna hand him that one so he can start over there. I'm gonna go here, kind of hit it. Be careful with the body filler. You want to get the urethane, not the body filler, on those corners. So the same thing here. This is why I like this tool, because it does kind of glide, especially with a new knife, especially when it's so thick. So Just be careful not to cut yourself. There we go. Little booger is what I call them. Careful with the VIN. Apparently it's like an act of Congress to get a new VIN number on your vehicle. There we go. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit of primer on some of these little parts. I am making a little thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get this started right here for him. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna blow some of this and actually clean the pinch weld with water. Okay. No napkins. Again, I prefer to use water than what do you call it, glass cleaner. I feel like glass cleaner is a chemical, and it does evaporate, but at my speed I just don't know. I know water will evaporate quicker too, especially on a hot summer day. Sorry, I shouldn't have pointed the camera at the sun there, because it can warp the lens. So we're gonna kind of clean all this grime with some water as far as I can get. Even the old dirt mark, I don't like leaving it, even though it does help you sometimes with some cars. But I typically don't like to leave the dirt mark too long, just because sometimes the glass does sit awkwardly originally, so you want to just kind of put it somewhere new. So we're gonna kind of go. And again, guys, do keep note that this can, you want to kind of, when you're cold knifing, not to bite it. I barely bit it right there, but you still want to keep note of that. Kind of clean all this excess from the all this little stuff right here is from the express tool, so you want to clean it all out. Again, we are using water, napkin, and I think I have another napkin in my pocket. Yep, have the other napkin for the dash, just to dry up all the water. So we're gonna go here, kind of get nice clean. Again, another reason why I like to use water is because the water doesn't affect the dash or leave stains on the dash. So yeah, let's keep going. What I might do is hit it with my air blower here soon. Shoot. Again, clean up that crease. Clean up the crease here. You can see. Again, bends are honestly one of the easiest vehicles to do when it comes to windshield replace. We're gonna get this here. Careful because it's windy. Let's go ahead and wipe this dash here. Now, because the dash is clean, I'm gonna use these other napkins. Actually, this one's damp, so I'm just gonna keep using this napkin. Now we're gonna kind of drag it here to get it clean. Feels good when customers tell you that you have good reviews, and again, guys, it's all about taking care of your customers, making sure you're responsive and don't ghost them. Again, these people are waiting, so we don't like to be waited as technicians. So the fact that you're making them wait without telling them anything, that doesn't really fly with them as well. So all right, everything here is clean. He's priming over there with a dauber. Make sure when you are priming, you keep that lid closed when you're around the vehicle, just because if you drop it, you're gonna owe someone a new pavement. All right, we're gonna see if we have enough glue in our gun to set it. Anytime you walk to the van, guys, make sure you're walking to either set something away or something. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. Make your trip to your van as useful as possible. Take off the little burger there. We're gonna go ahead and start shooting the urethane. I always point the gun up and my other hand up, kind of like, you know, just kind of put your stuff up. That way you run no risk, and I kind of just jump back on the door so I don't fall. All right, let's do the urethane. So I'm gonna start here where he just primed that, so I'm gonna give it a minute for it to cure. Again, you want to shoot as straight as you can, straight lateral up with the gun. It just creates a more beautiful V. So we're gonna just go. I'm gonna lean back onto the door. The door is your best friend. I'm gonna go. Don't shoot too close on the inside either, guys, because you can get it on the side molding and you'll owe them a new side molding. We should have enough urethane for this whole vehicle. There we go. We got a nice curve there. We're not too close to the inner molding there as well, so we're not too close there. We're nice. Again, same thing. Point the gun away from the car, step off, because there's no worse feeling than getting urethane on a upholstery. A little side note, guys, I've been thinking if I could do something else besides auto glass, I'd really like to get into upholstery. That'd be cool. Whole different type of art. Now here's the little thing for me. I don't like stabbing it in there. I always do a little bit of an overlap stab, kind of like on the side of it, kind of push it. The reason why is I know that I can seam it better. If you're gonna stab into it, that's fine too. But some people actually lay into it too, and I don't know how I feel about laying into it. I feel like if you lay into it, if you don't push hard enough, you'll create a little open point, and that to me is just not very good. We did jump there a little bit, but what I'm gonna do is actually, so this is what I mean by stabbing into it. You're gonna kind of get into the almost to the very end, and then you want to go, and then when you get to the very end of here, you kind of want to jump on it a little bit like that. Then you got like a little, that's how some people will do there in the top middle. I don't like that because you'll leave a little hole there sometimes at the top, and water goes up to down. Water never goes down and up. And that's why I always do a little, if anything, I will kind of stab into it and go into it there. And then we're gonna wait for something to seam it real quick. I'm gonna put the, make sure again you always point the gun up, because if you point it down you could touch it there or something. So we always use a fiber stick here to kind of seam it. Now you want to kind of not touch this headliner right here, so we're going to kind of get that close. Let's kind of push it a little bit away. Now you might touch it there, but again, this is toward the inside of it. It's fine there. So there we go. 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 Beautiful. Same thing over here. I will actually kind of just like fix it a little bit there and just kind of touch it up there. Corner is fine. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set her in. Go from there. Again, I don't touch the cars as much. I try to not touch the car as much as I possibly can. Sorry guys, this GoPro's moving because I'm sweating. All right, we're gonna set this tool in here. All right, driver side's there. Zipper line. We gotta remove, make sure you guys remember to remove the zipper line before you install, or you can actually cause it to break. You run the risk of breaking it there as well. So I'm pushing it towards you. See if you can slide it out. Be careful with the wire. No? Okay, I might try and get in here. Let me grab something a little bit more pointier, guys. Let's see if this little flathead can get in here. Wait, be careful with the wire. Just pull it. And then, there we go. And then we're gonna set that there. We're gonna go ahead and set it now. Actually, real quick, make sure you remove these covers while you're here. Again, this looks identical to what we have in there. Rearview mirror, I've actually had a job where a PGW brand, they use double-sided tape on it. It made me really upset. So let's make sure they actually put it on correctly. You can always just test it by giving it a little twist, and it feels good, so we're good. Test your cups. Nope, this cup isn't good. We're gonna re-put it. Okay, give it a little thing there. Button's fine. All right, let's go ahead and set it. Now always get the corner bottoms first, before you deck it in, align the top, and then we are fine. I always like to take a look at it. Set your tape. There we go. Tape is nice and set. Now you want to do a gentle deck. I always kind of just drag drag it, get the corners. I'm gonna pull this a little bit. Look at your VIN. Make sure you have the same gappage on both sides, passenger driver. Now we're bleeding here a little bit, but I'm gonna push it back in there, which is no big deal. I'll make sure I get a nice little even top. There we go. So I did have to kind of get it a little bit top. Now if you think you over push it, do keep in mind that it will go down a little bit. So what we're gonna do is our little thing we call finger trick. Kind of just push in the urethane so it's nice and smooth there. And there we go. Ow, ow, ow. And there we go. Now we're nice and sealed there. Again, make sure you run it there. Let me take off the gloves and use a fiber stick. Got a little bit of urethane on our thumb. There we go. Luckily we're sweating, so it's not sticking. With their same, what is it, seam stick, you just push it in there. Go in there. I like to keep it flush so whoever does the next time, guys, they can easily access it without having the little bleed there, because then that's annoying. Take the cup off, and now we're gonna go ahead and put some new gloves on and put it all back together. Okay, I'm gonna set this here. Really, I should put this back where the other one is. Again, always keep 2 boxes of gloves on you, just to be safe.
Are you on the phone?
Oh no!
Oh, okay. I have a question. Do you know how this mix is? I backed up into underground parking last week.
Oh my god, and it didn't break the glass? That's
no,
crazy.
I had damaged this, so I went and got like some little paint.
So this is actually melted into the glass. This glass is called encapsulated, so this is actually melted into the glass. So
it won't affect my
no, it's just encapsulation.
I know, I'm surprised. Like I literally like backed up into a big
because the weakest part of the glass is the edge. So the fact that a tiny millimeter more closer to the glass, and it would have yeah, no bueno.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that.
It happens.
Just clumsy.
Yeah. But I would leave it alone. So just don't want to worry about it.
I just wasn't sure if there was something I could do.
Alrighty, now what we're gonna do is, there's some specs there. Now we're gonna actually go ahead and put everything back together. It doesn't really matter what way you put it back together. I would do the rearview mirror first though. I did the little wire here first. Let's do the rearview mirror. The rearview mirror is the hardest part of this because it's so, this is where you'll see if the rearview mirror is actually good or not too, if they mounted it correctly. I will typically use my hands. Actually, no, I can't use my hands because it's too tight. So what I'm gonna do is grab some mechanical pliers, is what I call them. And again, what I do is I bite on the black part only, guys, right here. So I bite here, set it there, get a good little bite. And he's putting all that back together, which I should probably tell him to wait so I can put it on YouTube, but it's okay. There we go, we got it. Now something I did that you really should do is have another hand kind of pushing it up there. Sorry, I pushed the garage, I was scared, to kind of hold it in place for you, but this feels good. I like it. Good rearview mirror. Now what we're gonna do is put the camera back on, but I'm not sure if it needs a pad there, but I think this pad will make up for it. I'll check the glass once I get done. Same thing as before, you're actually gonna do this backwards. You're gonna slide it from the back in. If you can see, slide it from the back in, push it upwards. Oh, what was that? Okay, slide it back in. There we go, and then there we go. We got it in. Beautiful. Now, same thing with the rain sensor. Put it in here. Now we're just gonna kind of, we're gonna push it in and push in the side clips, left, right. Push it in there and there. We pretty much have it all assembled. Base cover first, from the back. Twist your rearview mirror gently. And we'll kind of lift it up just a little bit. Help me out there. So that's telling me that the head's moved a little bit. So let me adjust the head just a little bit. Give me a little bit of room. There we go. Just to be safe. There we go. Now sometimes it could be something else that's messing with you. There we go. Now you're gonna push, 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 push. And there, we're locked in. Now we're gonna angle the head down. Set this in. Sideways. Boom. Now you have assembled the rearview mirror assembly there. Super easy. Careful pushing these buttons because it will call them. Guys, a little hack, save you some headaches. Go ahead and adjust their head. Put your head on their headrest and align it. Pretend you are them. And there we go. We have the whole rearview mirror now assembled lightly. Another reason why is some people will pull it hard, and that's all it takes to really break it. And yeah, I'm not. There's sometimes where some of the rearview mirrors aren't fully glued on there, but that helps their longevity. Now, hey, open up the passenger door. Again, I'm gonna set these tools over here. I'm making wasteful trips, guys. I'm really getting salty at myself. Because again, every trip you make, you want to kind of make it worth your trip. We're gonna grab our Milwaukee blower, use this to give a little blow there, all that crap. And then we'll give a little blow. Make sure they don't have anything important that will fly out, guys. So there we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and start putting it assembled. He did get it started for us, but we should be good here. And now what we gotta do is go a little bit more to the left, which we probably could still screw it in here. This one's fine. We just have to go a little bit more to the left passenger side, which I mean, maybe we might be able to slide it. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. We're able to slide just a little bit. There we go. So we were just a little too much to one side. Actually, now I gotta push it. Now I'm way too much over there. So now I gotta push it a little bit more over there. You just want to do just a bit. There we go. And we're lined up. Now his side looks like he might actually need to go up a little bit, so he did need to go up. Bring me the suction cup. So he just needs to go up a little bit. I mean, and that'd be fine. Now we're just going to slide it up. There we go. That should be it. That should be all we need over here. And there we go. I'm going to leave the cup. Take the cup off, actually. Go ahead and set this there. Now we should be, yeah, we do have more of an access hole there now, so we're good. Let's go ahead and put the stuff back in. So put in this little thing. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. We got our 3 screws. I'm gonna take my gloves off because I can't grip with gloves. And I'm putting stuff back on. I run the risk of dropping it. So I need a better headband, or make this one tighter. All right, there we go. First one. Give a few threads. There we go. This one over here is good too. And 2. Again, guys, super easy job, Mercedes. Probably just a little bit more stuff. Intimidating. Don't be intimidated by Mercedes. Just because they're a Benz, it doesn't mean much. All right, there we go. There's that. There we go. Now you should be cleaning the glass. Again, working with 2 people is a little bit more easier because you guys can both separate in different things and cover different areas. So that's how we do it. So he can clean the glass while I'm doing this. Oh, let me put this in here. Okay, now the big rubber piece I took off is what's gonna hold it all together. Same thing here. Same thing here. There we go. We're gonna set this in here. Make sure you're in the actual clips. There we go. So it's in. Again, that rubber piece is gonna hold it all together, guys. A little frustrating because it's, I wish there was like some other Mercedes will have things like plastics where they can block them in there, but not this one. This one's just held together by this big lip. So what I do is I always put the corner of it, kind of just slide it in place. There we go. There we go. I kind of just do a little light taps with it. It goes on very easy, so should not fight you too much. So again, I always start on the ends. There we go. Now again, put it in there. Make sure this thing is in here. There we go. Now the plastic's nice and locked in there. Nice and locked in there. And we're good. Now let's put the wipers on and we have wrapped it up, guys. Again, super easy job. The glass is actually not even that pricey on this one, unless it has the heads-up display. We're gonna set her close to there. There is a little bit of a touch, so don't go too low. I always kind of set it in between, but I'm taking a look at that, so I don't want to go too low. Again, one at a time. Oh, hold on, let me do it from the back because this has a little plastic cover on it. There we go. You kind of have to do it blindly, but back here is a little easier. Now ratchet. Now again, we did it from the back over there. Okay. Now again, even though you move it, hold it with one hand. Nice and snug and tight. There we go. Careful not to drop your wrench on your just freshly installed glass. That would stink. Okay, now same thing as before. There we go. Same thing. And I'm gonna grab, actually for this one, I'm gonna grab both and just kind of go 1 and then 2. There we go. Grab 2 there. Now same thing here. Now I'm gonna probably tighten this one first, but I'm gonna go ahead and line it up kind of right there. Now guys, I've been seeing comments about people stuffing windshields in, and if I stuff them in there, I actually, little thing, I'm indifferent about it. I will stuff some windshields in, only if there's plenty of room. If there's not enough room, I won't do it at all. It's redundant. There's no point. You're gonna fight the job the whole time. Okay, 3 covers. All right, set them in there, identical. There's 1, there's 2. Now you can't see because it looks so high up there, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, cool. Now same thing here. Set the molding, kind of get that corner right there. There are notches, guys, that will tell you where the teeth have to be in. But again, you start from the top, so there we go. Now I'm gonna put it here. Now be gentle with it. There we go. Make sure the teeth lined up to the notches. Yep, this one does. Now again, always kind of just, I always just kind of fist it there. And there we go. Nice and tight. Again, if it pops off pretty easy, needs a little bit more. I'm putting my hand there so I don't fly and hit it. There we go. We're good on this side. Go ahead and grab my tools, throw them in the bag. Again, make sure you don't leave no tools there. Last side, and we're done, guys. And clean the glass. Again, start from the top. Now, sometimes the molding here will cover you, but what I do is just kind of ignore that molding. So I want to kind of complement the vehicle all throughout. So there we go. There, make sure they match up. I'm gonna close the door so I can get a better push on this. Let me try to slide this up a little bit. Again, those teeth will tell you where it goes, guys. If the teeth don't go there, they won't bite. So you want to hear it kind of click. There we go. So almost flush, but not really flush. And again, you can always kind of give a little pull to it to make sure it's locked in there. I'm gonna check the other side before I keep going. Yeah, same thing here. This one probably needs a, there we go. All right, we're good on there. I'm gonna close the hood. Slam it a little bit to make sure it's nice sealed. Test it so it doesn't pop open on your customer. Guys, that's how you do a Mercedes GLE350 windshield replacement. Again, it's about an hour. I probably could have done it a little bit quicker. Make sure you follow, thumbs up it and subscribe. All right, bye.